Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. As you can see, we're solo tonight. Apparently Josh is too busy up at Axial Fest 2023, so he won't be joining us tonight. And I've been so busy at work, I can't lie, and I have no other excuses other than that. But I didn't really line up anybody for tonight, so it's just the two of us, I guess. Check in, let me know where you're watching from, and how many times Josh has let you down. Hope you're all well, though, honestly. I know that I was away last week. I'm still alive. I'm still here. It's been crazy. Absolutely nuts here. And lots going on in my life, mostly work-related, which isn't very exciting. But at least we get to spend together. At least we get to spend tonight together. So that's something. Still have us. That's true. Exactly. Missed you, Fokker. Let's get rid of confused Travolta and just go full screen. Zip out to the old widescreen. You can have all 65 inches of me. So what have I been up to? Well, work mostly. It's been pretty crazy. I'm in the middle of two long format projects. Usually I work in advertising, and the longest format I'm used to is like 60 seconds. So now with these projects, we're talking more like 15, 20 minutes. In fact, the next one I'm on is like a full-on 45-minute show. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Those projects require a lot of attention, a lot of time, and it's just too much. Who's Josh? Exactly. Who is that guy? Who even knows anymore? I did love his thumbnail on his video today for the Hack-a-Lack. It was me wearing a monocle and having a twirly mustache, and he said, "Name your price," which is not exactly what I said, for the record. It was more like, let's work out a price, maybe. Good looking truck, though. He did a nice job on that one for sure. But it's funny, after watching the video myself, I was kind of like, you know what? I can do that myself. I can do all of these things myself, except for the TIG welding. I don't have that kind of setup, but in every other regard, I do. But very nice truck indeed. I have no idea what he wants to sell it for, but I did say name your price, sort of. It's like a live What's on the Life. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Bring back Tony. Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, I'm not set up. I didn't even set up the room to handle anybody else. So there would normally be another camera right up there, but there isn't. It's in the other room. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It might not be a super long show. It's just going to be a very good show. So yeah, we'll do mail call because he did TIG brazing, not TIG welding. Is that what he did? Okay. I'll have to double check. RC Underdog, thank you very much. Hello, sir. It's good to have you back. I have a couple new bright body projects I'm going to be tackling soon. Excellent. Other than a good hobby pull saw, is there anything else I might need tool-wise? Yes. With the new bright bodies, you know what my favorite tool is? He's usually right over on this side. No, I like a good flexible razor saw like this one. I got this one at Micromark, but you can get these just about anywhere probably nowadays. But what I like about it is that it gives you a nice flush cut, because sometimes you have to remove those like mounting posts that are on the inside of a new bright, and this one will get right in there and get flush to the edge, so you don't have to worry about it. Flexible razor saw. Also a pull saw, but just much more flexible. than, say, my Zhiyun, which I have over here. Look at this. That's a knife. That's what I call a knife. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. This is not in any way, shape, or form flexible, so a much better thing. It was welding. Okay. Got a kit you can get started on. Live builds are always great. That's true, they are. Nothing that we would get done tonight. I'm just looking on the floor, because that's usually where they are. Chris Maxwell, thank you very much. My wife said you copied her sweet Jordans. Chris, I did. I saw those Jordans. I don't know where she got them, but I had to go on StockX and put a bid on them. I still haven't actually won that bid. They're asking a lot of money for those shoes, but I really, really, really want a pair. As soon as I saw them, I was like, gotta have them. Gotta have them. I was really disappointed she didn't introduce herself at the event. But, you know, I'm very unapproachable, I guess. But yeah, yeah, they're cool Jordans. I can't wait to hopefully win that bid. Where were we? Sorry, there's so many things going on. Hi, Long Tall Texan, Primetime RC, Adam Tabin. The Dremel. Yeah, don't use a Dremel. It can get away from you. But what you could also use, what you should probably have, is a Proxon. These are incredible. Much more variable and slower speeds than a typical Dremel, and this will not get away from you. So, highly recommend the Proxon. There's the logo in case you need it. Proxon. I taped a pic of Josh on one side of my TV. Can't even tell the difference. I also had a pic of Josh. Where is it here? Turn off Travolta for a second. I was like, this could work too. Looks about the same. Not a long time, but a good time. Hi, Oni. How are you? Magic School Truck checking in. Scalar Lab. I would buy a Who is Josh bumper sticker. Okay. I will consider making that as well. Let me add it to the list. Now, I did see a question. This could be a good topic of conversation. And I don't want to forget about it, so I might as well just talk about it now. Who is Josh? Question mark. It's my list of bumper sticker ideas. The thing I want to talk about, Ripper 2. We can talk about that here because I have instructed people to not ban people for talking about it. What was I saying? Where was I? The Ripper 2, yeah. James, or Ripper Machinist, as he's known on Instagram, did post up a couple of pics of the original Ripper and then asking what people would want in a Ripper 2, sort of. And I think the floodgates are open. Send him your ideas. I think it could be really cool. Obviously, it would be on like the, the VS410 chassis, and it would not be Axial Fest legal anymore. But it would be really cool to see something at least. I think it would probably be another one of those situations, though, where it would be unobtainium for most. And that's always the challenge. Cheers. Hey, all right. Welcome from Hawaii, NSPYRDX. Aloha. No effing way. Well, I don't know that it's actual, like, go for launch kind of project. I think he's toying with the idea. And yes, DK, your Facebook group is now relevant. Put Josh back. I liked it better when it was just this one. Yeah, Rolling Rock tonight. Brewed in Canada, though, not brewed in the old, what is it? The old Latrobe tanks. It's just probably just brewed down the street from me in a converted oil can. Oh, did I miss super chats? I do apologize. These things just go fast and furious. Oh, Gunner, my meat is really hot, Nissen. Thank you very much. Hello, Matt and everybody. Tonight's code, #MattSolo. and I'm pinning that right now. Thank you, Dana. Much appreciated. And thanks for letting me know about missing super chats. And Cable Tie. Thank you, mate, from Australia. Surely it's time for Hot Wheels chat. In fact, it probably is. We could do a little mail call here, so why don't we go back to the main screen? Yeah, okay, let's start with what I got last week and didn't get the opportunity to share because I was not available. But Moose Jaw Joe sent me a little package, and he probably, I bet you Josh showed off his. But look at that, a little Lando Norris MCL 36. This is last year's car, or 2 years ago car. 43rd scale model. Highly detailed, looks fantastic. This is last year's car, I think. But isn't that cool? I love me some miniature cars, especially when they're Formula So isn't that awesome? Very cool. Thank you. The Australian GP McLaren F1. Thanks, Moose Jaw. Much appreciated. That was really kind of you, mate. You know I love Formula It's my favorite kind of formula. All right. Walnut Falls, welcome. Thanks for watching. That's why Josh isn't here. He didn't want to talk about the Ripper 2. Yeah, probably. No, he's too busy talking to everybody at Axial Fest about the Hack-A-Lack. He's probably not like, oh, what body would you like to see? Hey, Ben, how are you? Let me think about that. I would, For Ripper 2, the first one was kind of Jeep adjacent. So, not a Jeep. I don't see a Toyota because they kind of did that with the Phoenix. Gosh, I don't know. What do you like? Do you think that they would do like a modern Bronco interpretation, or maybe I don't see them doing like anything Land Rover-y. That's not really their style. Maybe something like maybe Chevy-ish. I could see something like that. Maybe that would be kind of cool. What's that Chevy in the background with red wheels? There's a Chevy. Oh, yeah, the no Fun Haver. Those are orange. It looks a little bit red, but they're orange. The No Fun Haver started as me taking a hardbody Bronco, which I was going to convert into a Fun Haver. And then I got kind of tired of that project, and the Dremel got away from me a few too many times, and I was like, screw it. So I took that, this is the Chevy Silverado, like Baja trophy truck style body from Proline. I did some trimming and put it on a Gatekeeper, actually. And then I changed it out for independent front suspension and kind of made a Baja truck out of it. Then I got tired of that for a while, and I was like, I wanted to take it out. I drove it once. I was uninspired because it wasn't very fast. And then I kind of tossed it aside. I thought I might sell it. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to make it work. And now it does. More information on that tomorrow during What's on the Bench. Because I did a What's on the Bench episode. So that'll be coming tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I have missed so many not so many. I did miss a super chat again. I apologize, everybody. John Roberts, 1.6 RC, thank you very much. Welcome back, Matt. Thank you. Building a base camp kit. Did you have trouble installing a servo in the servo mount? I tried several servos, but they don't fit. Yes, S610. Whoa. You know it's been a while when the chair is mega squeaky. I'm going to my base camp now. And in fact, I put a raw 400 in my kit, and you're right, it's a tight fit for most servos. What I had to do, and it's impossible to show you here, but on the most driver's side area, on like this, on this profile, on this side of the mount, I had to shave away some material. I think I also had to shave away material at the front and the back to make it fit. I think it's like set up for like high-tech servos or the Spectrum servos. In fact, it's probably set up for those. But you can make it fit without any trouble. So just a little bit of trimming will get you there. I really need to finish this one because I want to do something fun with that carbon fiber bug body. That's what that project is going to be. Um, Drinking Pepsi pineapple. Oh, DK, you must hate yourself. Should just stream the cats wrecking this room. It's another option. Robbie Bobster, haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. How is top chat determined? That isn't a thing as far as I know. I think it's just the chat. It just goes through. I pick out what I can read without it scrolling past, and then sometimes I go back. I've never heard of top chat. Is that a thing? I honestly don't know what that is. I hope that it's not on, whatever it is. Do they still sell Molson Export? Yes, you can still get that. Han Solo's younger brother, Matt Solo. Are you guys getting a divorce? No, we're still very good friends. He's my hobby wife, I guess. Couldn't you get Pablo to join since Tony joined Josh? I honestly, if I had had more time to think about it, I probably would have come up with somebody very good. But I didn't. Oh my gosh. Moose Jaw is in the building. Hi, Moose Jaw. Somewhere in here anyway. You probably said you're welcome. At least I hope you did. Thank you. Why do you think they call it Formula One, Matt? Because it's the first formula? It's like, is that like a Preparation H joke? American Eagle Ripper 2. They'll do a Cadillac. Geo Tracker. These are all good suggestions. Ranger with a cage. Bronco-ish. Is that your choice, Ben? King of Hammers style. Well, that's what the Jeep Ripper was. That's sort of, I still see it being a Jeep. Interesting. Okay. I've just seen a knife company use the Vanquish logo on their packaging. Interesting. Danny Rick. Yeah, we can talk about Formula One at the end of the show. No more Broncos, please. Gladiator. It's not much of a Jeep. Jeep Liberty, VW Bug, XJ. There's some really good choices in here. If Josh designed it, it'd be a Scout 800. Yeah, he does like his Scouts, that's for sure. No Jeeps, Yodas, Broncos, or Land Rovers. Well, what do we got left? Well, I guess we can do a square body Chevy. No, there's plenty of those too. Finally, a sensible host rather than that bearded guy. Agreed, Checkered Past, agreed. Ripper 2.0 / Suga. I like that idea a lot. That one I'm down for. Ripper 2 leaf sprung square body. That's so good. I love it. That's a great idea. Did you get the... No, I wasn't sick. I was working. My job took over my life to some incredible degree. It's still not over. It's going to be another month of insanity, but I'm committed to putting out 2 videos a week. At least one of them live. Like this one. All right, next on the list, we're trying to get through mail call, but there's so many chats, and I really appreciate you guys so much. It's really, really nice. Chair needs WD-50. It needs more like WD-100 or 80. Okay, next on the list, a pretty exciting thing. I think you'll all really appreciate this, but it's another battery for the Dewalt 8-volt gyro that I use pretty much daily. I have the original battery still in there, and then I've also got another battery, and now I've had to get another battery because it gets so much use that 3 batteries is sort of the minimum that I think I can get away with. And they didn't have many left on Amazon for Prime Day, so I grabbed one. And this one actually has more milliamp hours than the standard one. I think this one is less. Of course, it doesn't say on this one, but on some of the other off-brand ones, they were only like 800 milliamp hours, and this one's 1500. So, big ups. Big ups. Feeling pretty good about that. Oh my gosh, so many comments. Did you get your work project done? No. Well, kind of. I did get a lot of really great feedback on the cut that I did for the first project. Everyone's really loving it. It took a long time to get there, but now that it's done-ish, it's in front of the client. Like I have, in my business, there's two levels of clients. There's the agency that has hired me to work with them on their project, and then the agency has their client, and that's usually like the product, right? So like, for example, let's say I was doing a Hot Wheels commercial. I don't know who their agency is, but they would have hired me, and then they work for Mattel. That's how it goes. So this latest project that I've done is now with that client, and they're looking at it, and hopefully they're going to like it, because it was a lot of work. Ripper 2 Ocean Gate body. Oh boy. I'll check out that YouTuber. Thank you, Walnut Falls. Go to the top left of live chat and click the drop down, and you can see change from top chat to live chat. Oh, yuck. I don't want to do that. Let's go live chat. Oh, it's like potential spam. Oh, actually, you know what? No, let's keep that on. We don't want to see no spam here. Keep this a spam-free channel. You guys know where to get ladies anyway. They're all at the hobby shop. They aren't, in fact. All right. Porsche. That would be cool. Ripper 2 with a J Concepts Lloyd body. Oh my God. Is that a third-party battery? Yes, Jaywalker. It's from this company. Henix. VW body, that would be interesting. Maybe if they did, Pontiac Aztec, there are some great suggestions coming through, and I'll be sure to pass them along to my man Jim. Did get some Hot Wheels, which I know everybody loves on this channel. I'm really excited about these two because I've never seen them before. The first being, I can't remember the character's name, but the video game from Cyberpunk, that's Johnny's Porsche 911 Turbo, which I'm really excited about, actually. Metal, Real Riders, the works. Honestly, I'd never seen this one before. This was obviously well before I was into Hot Wheels, but I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah. I've often thought about scanning myself, Chris, and that's definitely something that I might do. Do you print roll bars? For myself, I do. I don't often print for others, but I've done some printing of like cages, interior cages. Here's another one. This one really chuffed me right in the Gulliver because it's the Porsche 959. That is the Tamiya Porsche 959 off-road Dakar rally livery. And this one I'm like really super excited about. This one is amazing. This is a really, really good one. I've never, again, seen this one either, but there were some other cool ones in this collection. There's a Land Rover Defender 110, an off-road Camaro, a Unimog, and a Bronco in this group. I've never seen these ones before, so these are pretty cool. I'd like to get the Camaro and the Defender, but I'm trying to limit myself to just Porsches and Volvos. That's going to be my Hot Wheels collection. So yeah, pretty chuffed on those two. I had to, actually, a good source, if you don't mind paying for them, is AliExpress. They've got a lot of Hot Wheels reselling going on there. That Hot Wheels would look good with a Mountain Dew livery. Yes, it probably would. Too bad they can't put tobacco ads on toys. Yeah, we can fix that though. We can get some Rothmans going on there probably. I'll just have to make the stickers really tiny. I was about to ask what I missed. Jimmy, you haven't missed anything. Nothing at all. Because we're Joshless tonight. So we're doing stuff. Do you have the Falcon Porsche that Josh just got? No, I don't. That's one I didn't get. How can I send you Hot Wheels? You do not need to send me Hot Wheels. I am capable of getting Hot Wheels. I'm very selective. But I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. Not necessary. All right. So that's mail call. I think I didn't get anything else. Well, I mean, I did. It's not in this room. I am featuring it tomorrow on What's on the Bench. Bamboo Labs sent me their latest P1S printer, which is phenomenal. It's basically, there's two ways you can look at it. It's a stripped down X1 carbon, or it's an upgraded P1P. I like to think more of it as an upgraded P1P because it doesn't have some features that the X1 has. It's still amazing. It still uses the AMS if you want to have multicolor prints. Like this little guy. I did a pumpkin head. And this was printed at once. The green part and the orange part all at once. You just kind of paint in where you want different colors to be. And then it prints it that way. Which is so cool. Like, I was blown away at this. I know that multicolor prints is nothing new. But for me it is. I'd never done anything. And this was pretty neat. So yeah, P1S is a really great sort of like mid-range printer because it still has all of the printing speed and quality of the X1, but it's missing some of the more like what I would call like defining features of the X1. So it doesn't have LiDAR, it doesn't have spaghetti detection, the camera inside isn't quite the same quality, but it's virtually the same machine. It's not an aluminum enclosure, it's a plastic enclosure. Do the colors seem to fuse well together? Yeah, because it's all just PLA. It just spits PLA layer by layer. And then, yeah, just like skips like it does orange, 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 green. Orange, 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 green. Orange, 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 green. You get the picture. But very cool. And the slicer program that it comes with gives you the option. It's like, do you want to do multicolor? Just actually like paint in with a brush how to do it. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, we've lost the Josh. Yes, Josh. I don't know where he went. He's gone. He's at Axial Fest. So he won't be joining us tonight, which is fine. David Ferris, I'm going to be in Canada in September and have a couple extra Falcons I can send your way if interested. Just would need address. Well, David, you can email me, Matthew@scalebuildersguild.com, and we can exchange monies. Something like that would work out. Jay Walker, P1S would be a good starter printer? Absolutely. That's where I would start for sure. And the great thing about it is that it's a fairly modular system, so you don't need to buy the AMS to do multicolor prints or multi-material prints at once, right at the beginning. You can buy that later. Just start with the printer, single color printing. And the other great thing about it is that it will do a lot of the filaments that the X1 does. So like polycarbonate, PTG. I don't know about TPU. That one I'm not entirely sure on. I think it'll do TPU provided you don't use AMS. But it's a fantastic machine. And for the money that they're asking for the P1S, I think it's a pretty good value. Headless Horseman driver figure. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I've got a snowman. I might as well have a pumpkin man, but I think this might be a little bit tiny. We could probably go bigger, I think. Yeah, this looks a little bit small, but we'll do another one. I thought this was pretty good. I got this on Thingiverse, and then I did the print colors myself. You need to try the J Concepts Tusks amazing tires. I'm pretty sure I have a set of those. Let me see. I think they're in this bin. Let's see. Sure, I got, what are these? I got some landmines. Are those any good? Here we go. These are Tusks. I have Tusks. These are the small ones, the 419 class 1s. Amazing tire, you say, huh? All right, well, we'll give them a go. I think I took them out of the box. Yeah, what are these? These are them. I took them out of the bag. I think I mounted one up, and I was like, I don't like the look of these. And then I went and put the Falcon Wild Peaks on the Porsche instead. Was that for the Porsche that I bought these? No, these were for last year. Wow. I have a whole big box of tires, and I kind of already, I forget what I've got. I'm glad I didn't buy them. Um, Sorry, I'm missing a whole bunch of chats again. Do the colors seem to fuse? I got that one. Okay, good. Another 20 years, everyone will have metal 3D printers like it's a normal thing. I couldn't agree with you more. In fact, spoiler alert, but here's a printed metal piece that I just got in the mail. Not from Shapeways, but from another company called Fac Fox. They're overseas, and this was, obviously it was printed, and then they used the print as a mold, and then they make it in metal for you, and out it comes. This is solid. It's pretty heavy duty, but it's for an upcoming project that I won't share today. Filament splicers are really cool. No waste tower. Interesting. I'll have to learn more about that. Thanks, Art. Can it still run all the high temp stuff? Yes, Jay. That was that's part of the reason that they've upgraded to the P1S. Just a wild question. I love wild questions. Have you ever sandblasted an RC body and then airbrush painted it? I think it might look cool on that red Cherokee. No, that is not a Cherokee. That's a Range Rover. But no, I've never sandblasted an RC body. Are you talking about like sandblast, like, because media blasting tends to take a lot of material away. I don't know that it would work well on Lexan or polycarbonate or, styrene. Interesting idea, though, for sure. How'd you like the squid inserts? They seem to work pretty well. Limited running, though. I didn't do a lot of Class 3 at Rocky Mountain just because of timing and more rain. So I need to give them another go. I have a project in mind for that set of wheels and tires, but there's no shortage of projects around here. Long Tall Texan, I really think you should scan yourself and print yourself out for a driver for Josh's rig. Yeah, that dude hates drivers. I don't know why. He'll put a skeleton in there, but he won't put a real guy in. I have this me. This is an older me. A little bit tubbier me. I don't look like that anymore. Yeah, there's potential for scanning humans. I was going to scan the dog first, see how he looked. I'm also going to use it to scan chassis and stuff, because based on that hack-alike video, that seems to be the best use case for our hobby anyway, is scanning a whole chassis so you know where all the holes are, so you can put stuff into those holes. Oh man. Put an LED in the pumpkin head. Yes, I will do that. I was wondering the same thing about that. Tusks are awesome. Landmines and tusks are both great. Both are good tires. Flappy Jesus, thank you very much. I was thinking of putting the High Trail Ford body on a BRX-02. Would you be able to check the fit for me? I'm pretty sure you have both on hand. I do. I do have both on hand, and I can check that for you. Because this is a jazz episode. It's a fusion, jazz fusion. We're just doing whatever today. Stand by, just moving some bodies around. I can't, you know what? I'm really excited to get back on finishing up the Blazing Blazer. I've been sort of waiting on that one for a while. Here's a BRX-02. Let me just grab the body off of here. It's just that simple. Come hither. Right. And that's not too shabby. You'd probably want to get a bumper extension, and the inner fenders for the Land Rover don't really match this body, but it's not bad. That looks pretty good. It's pretty close too. Like, yeah, I'd say that's a darn good match. It may not look it on camera because it does warp everything, but it's not too shabby. So there you go. That could look quite nice, and now you've given me some ideas. That would be sick. All right. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for that interesting question. That was fun. Let's do more of that tonight. You know what? I'm not even going to try to get that on there right now. You can mess with that for hours. Hey, West Desert Wheeler. Hi, Logan. How are you? Hopefully all is well. J Concepts needs to make more tusks available. I've had 30 pairs on order since January for cut and shuts and can't get them. Wow. That's crazy. Is the P1S still better than the Prusa? In my opinion, yes, Greg, mostly because of the speed and quality. If it were just speed, but you didn't get the quality, then I would argue no. But because you're getting the quality and the speed, it's kind of a no-brainer, in my opinion. Honestly, I think it's a really amazing printer. I wouldn't have sold the Prusa as quickly as I did if I didn't think it was as good as I do. I think that's the best way I can put it. Email sent. Thank you, David. Last year, Nationals comp in Alabama. I can't believe it's been a year and change since I bought those tires, and I still haven't taken them out of the bag. RC Remedy, thanks for checking in. You should have gotten Logan, a.k.a. Ding Dong, to replace Josh like he did to you. It's true. You know what? No one can live down to Josh's level. I think that's really what we've sort of come to the conclusion on. Have we seen the end of styrene scratch builds? No, Robbie, I don't think so. I think there's still room for that. I don't think you'll see it as frequently. And, you know, now that I've learned other ways of making a body, be it carbon fiber or 3D printing, the speed at which you can do either of those things, it does make me gravitate more towards those. And I like the results a little bit better because they do turn out better. But I don't know. I think there's still a lot of room for some pretty amazing stuff to be done with styrene. All right. Sorry, just go. Oh my gosh. More of a jazz flail. Need to make a moose head. Yes, I do. That's a great idea. I should look into that. Matt, have you seen the DOPL site? No? What's that, Ben? I don't know what that is. True to Life Miniatures. Oh, yeah. I've done this before. We had a place in Toronto that did these. And we did miniature me's. We did miniature everybody at the office once for... it was like a fake commercial that we did for Christmas, where it was like school... That's the name of the company I work at, School Action Figures. And we had all of us, and I made up these little miniature sets. It was actually really fun. Yeah, those are cool. Glue the pumpkin head on that 3D printed driver. Which one? Which 3D printed driver? Oh, the one that Josh has used in the past, right? Does the jazz episode include jazz hands? We want you to do the mullet chassis. I'm working on it, guys. Here it is right here. I've also got that Dragon chassis from Nordic Off-Road RC that I have to do. I bought this really nice drive shaft to connect the spur gear and the transfer case. And of course, it's like 3 millimeters too short. So that's what I get for using my own measurements. But yes, this is still definitely a work in progress. It's going to be a thing. It'll be on the bench soon enough. There's just a lot of projects that I'm trying to like whittle down all this stuff that I have here. Like, I really should finish the Blazing Blazer. I need to finish the Lowrider Land Cruiser. I've got another MFAB body that needs to be done. I've got to film that. Oh yeah, the base camp kit build needs to be finished. The U-Tron needs to get turned into an FJ Cruiser for realsies. Man, so many things. Oh God, yeah, you'd have to sand your belly away. Where's your other you that you had in Headquakes videos? Oh, where is that guy? Oh, his head is in the Axial SCX-103 JLU. He's got a pretty heavy duty tan now. That resin has cured strangely over the years, and I just keep getting darker and darker. Yeah, he can make a comeback for sure. He used to be on one of these bodies too. I'm not sure if he was on the Snowman body or Stan Lee. Yeah, we'll get me back into the rotation. That's a good idea. Yes, mullet chassis will definitely get done. This motor is too big, as everyone was right to chastise me on. I do have, from the bed dolt, I do have one of the shorty outrunners that Holmes does. So I'm going to plop all of those electronics into this. That'll probably be on the next episode of What's on the Bench. And then we can start working on body stuff and mounts and jazz for that. Needs twin traction beams up front and it'll be perfect. Well, it's definitely going to get, are we talking about this still? I'm definitely going to do, what are they called? I keep forgetting. Anti-wrap bars. Yeah, because we definitely need those. Oh my gosh. Do you know the Isuzu D-Max? Yes, I am well aware of the D-Max. That's quite a popular choice in Australia. I modeled it and now finishing printing. I intend to post on the forum. It's all functional. Can't wait to see it. That sounds awesome. Did you make a pair of pajamas for the Promoto guy yet? No, I haven't. And somebody was asking earlier if I had worn the rear tire down yet. No, although it does appear to have some wear. But I've been pretty nice to it so far. I've spent most of the time off-road, not on-road. A year and a half since the little girl won. That's amazing. Fortunately, I'm at work, or I would have offered. Yeah, see, a lot of people, if I had had more time to think about this today, like I had a room full of clients all day long, and Josh, I asked him at like 5 o'clock, are you still in for tonight? And he said, it's not looking good. And I was like, okay, fine. Then I kind of ran out of time. Yes, I did get a scanner. I'm not sure I'm supposed to share it yet. I don't really remember. So hopefully they're not watching. Where the hell is Josh? Good question. I don't know either. No, he's at Axial Fest, doing Axial Fest things. I think they were setting up the booth today because tomorrow is the first official day, and they wanted to get that all kind of taken care of. And Josh is the guy who runs the booth for the most part. I think he also wanted to get a little tiny bit of dirt on the Hackalack before I buy it from him. If I decide I'm going to. Because honestly, I was thinking about it a lot. I have some projects in mind along the same kind of lines, but not at all Cadillac related. Just a build that I was reminded of on RC Crawler from a million years ago that I almost bought and then didn't and regretted not buying it. So I'll just probably recreate it. I need to make a steel cage ball like they have at fairs for the Promoto. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. RC Crawler site is dying. I mean, most forums are doing a good job of just dying on their own. I don't think they need any interventions from anybody else to help that. It's just, sign of the times. Scale Builders Guild is still going pretty strong. We still get some good content there. I really like it. Probably a bad time to tell you, but there should be a drive shaft showing up, compliments of one of my team drivers. Well, thanks, Brazen. That's great news. That's really cool. That'll be very helpful because this one that I bought is too short. It's only just too short, too. Like if I had just said, you know what, maybe 43 millimeters instead of 40, that might have probably been enough to keep it together. But that's awesome news. That really makes my day. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Just get some boat shaft kits for the mullet and make your own length if it's a fixed length. Yes. Boat shaft, eh? That sounds like something that I probably could have gotten. What is the black 6x6 on your right? Oh, someone who hasn't seen this steam truck before. I'm sadly not in the RC car hobby. I'm in the RC boating hobby. I'm currently building a model ST74 tug. Neat. Well, then this might appeal to you. Not the squeaky chair, but this part. Let me get this off the shelf here real quick. Oh dear. It was probably an important piece. This is a recreation of the Hawk Designs Loco Hawk. And it is a functional steam truck. The real one was powered by steam. This one's powered by steam. It's all styrene, scratch built, rear bed with a modified New Bright up front. It was built for Axial Fest. It is Axial Fest legal. It's got an Axial Fest transmission, 3-gear transmission, and transfer case. And it is a fully functional 6x6. Got a bunch of Vanquish Curry axles underneath it, and it works. It's about as real in terms of old school power as possible. Let me see if I can easily get the top off so you can see the steam engine part, because it's worth seeing. It's pretty neat. Magnet mounted the body, which, as you can see, is just loaded with heat tape so it doesn't melt. Yeah, what powers it? I'm still kind of like, this still blows me away every time I look at it, but it's got a big ass steam engine on the back of it. This is a self-contained unit from a company called Regner. They're from Germany, and these are bespoke, custom-built units. And you put water into the boiler, and then there is compressed propane butane mix, which fires a boiler, burns off the water and makes steam. There's a bunch of valves all powered by servos and stuff to actuate everything, and then all that steam goes through this this mini piston setup here. And then there's a reversible valve on there, which can make this truck go forward or reverse. Powers a flywheel, turns a drive shaft, goes into a transmission, spur and pinion as normal, and then that goes into a transfer case in the middle. And that's how that works. There is a battery to power the steering servo and the servos for locomotion, being forward and reverse, and for steam amount that goes in and out of it. So there you go. Steam, there is a whistle as well that actually works. And then steam comes out both sides of the front, just like the real truck. And I actually got to work with Kenny Hawk a fair bit on this. He was kind enough to share all of his, not blueprints and such, but final pictures of the truck. And we'd always talked about getting them together and doing like a little photo shoot, but unfortunately, he had to give the steam engine back. So we never got to do that. But yeah, it went to Axial Fest. It puffed steam around and drives very slowly. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Matt has an RC boat. It was given to him and he's never run it. Correct, Scott. Josh and I are still trying to figure out how we can build that into a challenge somehow. But yeah, steam truck is my favorite build. Can you motorboat the 6x6? Was it you guys who showed the semi-body for the TRX-6 the other day? No, that was, that's just, I think it's just the cab of the TRX 6x6 hauler. And then RC 4-wheel drive has a bunch of parts for it. Run it without the governor. It only makes like 3 bar, which is about, what is it, 45 PSI? It's not, you'd have to do something very seriously wrong to break it. But yeah, it's probably my most favorite build that I've ever done. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And you know, like it was one of those things where I saw the real truck and I was like, that thing is so cool. I gotta build it. I have to. Does it fly like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? No. Next thing you know, they'll be building wind-powered ships. How heavy is the steam truck? It's not light. It's probably like a good 12 or 13 pound truck. Yeah. Plus, once you fill it up with water, it gets even heavier. There is a blow-off valve, of course. Yeah. Nothing but safety here. Don't do what Jay Leno did. Yeah. Snowboat challenge. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. That we could do, Art. I'm going to write that down because that one has potential. Snowboats. I like seeing them run in the snow. That's fun. Be right back. Have to get my clothes out of the truck stop. Okay. Don't you drive everything slow? Yes, Wes, I do. Thank you very much. That is far more pressure than a home heating boiler, which runs at 12 psi. Yeah, I mean, it gets up there for sure. But it's not by any means, I wouldn't say dangerous. You'd have to be really, really bad at model steam trains or boats or whatever to blow it up. Save the boats for Rocky Mountain regionals next year. Y'all might finish first. Oh my gosh, there was so much rain. It was so rainy all the time. I've got that waterproof jacket now. I'm all ready. Who is this Josh everyone keeps talking about? Yeah, I don't know. He's having a good time at Axial Fest. Did you get your bugger chassis yet? No, Jeremy, I didn't. But look, I printed out the back bumper piece in metal. That's all supposed to arrive soon. I know it's on its way here. I just don't know exactly where. The tracking isn't good once it gets past the border. So, yeah, we're just waiting on that, and then that's going to be a fun little project. I might as well just share with you, but it's basically taking the UTB-18 and turning it into a little tiny bug-bodied crawler. Like you use the Tamiya Sand Scorch, or oh my god, what's wrong with my brain? Sand Scorcher? Is that right? That's what it's called. Yeah. Anyway, you take that and you get frame rails and a bunch of printed pieces, and you make an entirely new vehicle out of the UTB-18. And I'm so excited to get those parts because I printed everything already, and I'm going to do a Shippy 3. Shippy 2, I guess, for me. I can't wait. I'm so excited. That's going to be a fun little project. Matt, I'd love to see you build a Tonka Winnebago RC. Nice. I'm building one now, and the customization opportunities screams SPG. True enough. I could give that a go. That'd be fun. This is 2 weeks in a row. Are you and Mom getting a divorce? No, we're... He's at Axial Fest. I'm here now. And he's not. Gianni, thanks for checking in. Nice to meet you as well at regionals. What's the best body filler for printed bodies? Printed a new body, took home best of show, and melted the body by the end of the day. That's unfortunate. PLA does tend to do that in the super hot sun. For a PLA body, I tend to sand by hand with a high grit sandpaper as much as I can. Then I get progressively lower on my sanding. And then I do a primer layer, and then I'll do another pass with, what do I use? Where is it? Just Bondo glazing and spot putty. That's typically what I use. For the big gaps, though, I have a 3D printing pen that actually fill in the gaps with more PLA or whatever filament you're using. That tends to be the best way to do it because filling with the same material as the body is already in is the best method. It's a shame we won't catch you at PBTF this year. I know, and you're coming all the way from Australia, which really sucks. But you know, my wife is a bigger priority. Always. In case she's watching. Says he's not going to tell us what the part is for, proceeds to tell us what the part is for. Yeah, I know. I can't keep secrets. I'm not good at it. But now it's just like less reasons to watch tomorrow's episode. I am also kind of disappointed that I'm not at Axial Fest. I was really kind of hoping to at least go to that. It would have been really nice. Yay, 2 Christmases. We're not getting a divorce, kids. We're sticking together until you're all out of the house. Josh is at Axial Fest early preparing for the launch of the VP Ripper V2. After all, the original Ripper was designed to go on an Axial chassis. It's true. It's not you, it's me. Perry G, thank you very much. Have you thought about building a non-crawler scale project like the Losi drag car all scaled out? I'd love to see you back to some old school stuff. Well, I've got a couple of old school Tamiya projects that I really need to get on, which would be really cool. So I might end up doing something like that. There's a couple of on-road things in there as well. Walnut Falls, we've done videos on BeamNG. Josh and I have done a lot of streaming. In fact, I did a couple of live streams where all I did was play BeamNG. So you should go back and check those out. Your eyebrows are different. What is it? No, they're the same. I'm fine. Everything's good. I bet Tony is our new stepdad. And we would still choose to live with you over Josh. Because I won't be mean to you. Josh is mean. I'm nice. I'm good cop. He's just bad cop all the time. Where's your wife, Josh? I love having that. I'm going to use that all the time in here now. Is Axial Fest to cover up for Josh actually going out to see Barbie? Did that come out today? Did you ever finish Jungle Gym drag car body? Yeah, I did. And then I sold it on Whatnot. It's gone. I think. Yeah, I sold that. It's gone. Clodbuster's in the other room. And that's another thing I need to finish and actually get outside. Tony will take us to see monster trucks. That's true. If he were your new dad, you'd have to really like monster trucks. Which is unfortunate for everybody. Okay, well, that's been an hour. We could probably cut it unless you guys want to see any other projects or finished trucks. I'm happy to share a little bit more, and then we are going to wrap it up because I'm pretty tired. I may not look it, but I've been working nonstop for like a month every day. Speaking of Barbie, Promoted needs a rider or a second rider. Yeah, Barbie is too small. Barbie's 6th scale, I think. Is that right? Or is she 12th scale? No, she's 6th scale. This is 5th scale. She looks hilariously small on the back. I think RC Sailors did that already. The Ripper. I will show you the Ripper. And yes, we have to have room for F1 talk. I almost forgot about that. Oh, God damn it. Don't worry, everything's fine. Here's the Ripper. This is Ripper number 16. Though I don't know that it actually is officially number 16. You got to choose your number. And, 10 o'clock. I chose 16 because it was a low number and I liked it. But this has had one rebuild, I think, since I purchased it. But it's in really good shape. There's a couple of scuffs on some of the panels, a couple of bends, a couple of dings in the hood, but nothing really too terrible. I replaced the axles. I think it came with F9s. Or did it come with F9s? Or did it come with D40s? I honestly don't remember. But now it's got Curry's on there, the Rock Jocks, which I always thought looked best. And you can see that I have not run it since I put those on there. So those are still shiny, or at least clean. But this is, this is my Ripper. There are not many like it, but this one is mine. Which I love this thing. I think it's just so cool. And had I gone to Axial Fest this year, this is what I would have taken. Because it's Axial Fest legal, baby. I added the external reservoirs. I had those printed at Shapeways. I designed those up ages ago. I could probably do a new design on those if I'm honest. And then I've also got, it's hard to see in there, but Scale Built in the UK does a dash in resin that is all nicely painted and detailed. And it actually has a screen in there too. Again, kind of hard to see from here, but there is a screen in there, so it actually has like my logo on it and lights up, and it's pretty neat. So yeah, there's a Ripper for you. I really like it a lot. And then a really nice man sent me a little tiny box of the, like, it's a remake of the original box, and it has my number on it, which is pretty cool. Have you ever compared the Ripper to the Unicorn? What's the Unicorn? Is that TFL thing? We need chopped carbon for the Rippers. It's a good idea. Wouldn't you think a plastic Ripper cage for current VS410 would sell? It probably would, but I don't know. It kind of takes away some of the mystique, I think. Who's the owner of Ripper 69? Good question. I don't know, actually. Ripper 2, no Josh is allowed. Matt, if Rebecca wanted to go see Barbie, would you go with her? Absolutely. 100%, Ben. I like Margot Robbie. I like, what's his face? Ryan Gosling. I would go see that movie in a heartbeat. And then I would go see Oppenheimer right after that. I love all the memes that have been created around that, like Barbenheimer. There's like all kinds of like mashup posters that are really cool. I love it. Do you have a rear-wheel drive drifter? Yeah, kind of. It's in a box that I have not built yet. So maybe that could be a project that I could do soon. That'd be fun. I would like that. Yes, I know there's lots of updates on BeamNG. I don't know that I have time to dedicate to another night of that, but maybe. Wreckfest is a fun game. I like playing that. How tall are you, Pile? I don't understand the question. Is your Ripper in good shape because you drove Josh's at Axial Fest? No, I drove mine. I took mine to Axial Fest. Mine's been to Axial Fest twice, I think. CUCV. I can show you that. Not much has changed. It's still very much a work in progress. But what happens is I'll start doing a bunch of stuff and I just toss it all in the bed. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff back there. I think I am going to go send cut send on my grill guard up front. I think that's kind of a good idea. The interior is mostly done. There's a few things I want to change so you can't see all the way in there. But otherwise, yeah, it's still very much a work in progress. I still haven't done the rear letters on the bed. Although, do CUCVs still say Chevrolet on the back? I'll have to ask Richard. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's one wheel done. That's from Long Tall Texan. He designed perfect CUCV wheels that look friggin' amazing. Right number of bolts and everything. So yeah, that's still very much a work in progress. I'll get done with that one eventually. Full Metal Jacket. Ah, yes. Yeah, what else? Just like the real CUCV, not running with a ton of takeoff parts in the bed. Yeah. Love the full float rear hubs. Yeah, it's got the right stuff on there, man. It's pretty amazing. Chevy bed looks true to life. Yeah. And that bed was designed by Rex Racer or Mod 19, Jeff. He did an amazing job. Got to do the ripper noise for us. I haven't done that in forever. We need more rippers, that's why. If there is a Ripper 2, guaranteed I'm getting one. Bottom line. It was nice to see Richard do a live on Sunday. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to see much more video work from Richard. I think he's kind of feeling off the whole YouTube thing, and which is a shame because I think he makes some really unique content. Or the stock 6.2 diesel thrown in the bed. Fun fact, Canadian CUCVs, which is what I'm building, did not come with a diesel. Those are all V8 motors. Thoughts on Piastri last race? Think he did great. Going to beat the Creek in Kentucky next year. What time of year is that one? Ripper stance. When you did the ripper noise, your bangs flapped like Josh's lips explaining traffic circles. It's great. Love it. Thomas, I owe you a package. I've got it all boxed up. I just need to tape up some bubble wrap, and then I'm going to ship some things to you. Just you being here is reminder enough. Yes, that truck's going to look amazing. I hope so. I'm really excited to finally get it done. I am going to do a camo pattern. I waffled back and forth. That primer gray is actually really close to some of the ones they actually have. So I was like, great, I'm done. But I think I'll go the full Monty and do a proper camo pattern. How old are you? I'm 45? What year is it? It's 2023. I think I'm going to be 46 this year. Early May. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Don't you mean there is a Ripper 2 in my review video? It will be released soon. No, I cannot confirm nor deny anything. I don't know anything about a Ripper 2. It would be cool to see one. If they're asking, they must be thinking about it. Crawlapalooza, October 20 to 22. That's a possibility too. I'll say that's a possibility, Wes. Is it Wes tonight, or is it is it Brett, or is it breast, or is it wet? God. Yeah. I just got to get this thing done so I can compete in Class 2 with the Leaf Sprung truck and annoy everybody. K-Pop. Hi, K-Pop. How are you? Good to see you, my man. Dude, I'm just coming up for air. It's been an absolute wreck fest in real life. But it's all been edit related. It's been, dude, you know what I'm going through. Trust me on that. It is Wes. Okay, not Wes. Yeah. I will, I hopefully, K-Pop, I'd like to connect with you soon, because I've got a thing in mind, and I need your help on a few of those things. So we should definitely get together soon. Hope you're good. I love that drift video you did. That AI stuff you did was mega cool as well. I made it only through this one. It starts again tomorrow. My life. Ripper 2 Electric Boogaloo. Are the Canadian actors on strike? Yes. They are in solidarity. I think they're not technically in the same union, but I think it makes sense that they do the same thing. K-Pop, I do need to build that drift car. You can help me with that too. We can go do some drifting together. Yeah. And if I had known and had my stuff together, I probably would have asked you to live stream with me tonight. All right. I think it's 10 after 10. Yeah. Beer soon for sure. We'll make it happen. Absolutely. Matt, I'm tired. I'm tired. Time to go. Also, Matt. Oh, hey guys, good to see you. Let's chat for another 20 minutes. Speaking of K-pop, where's the fifth scale? Well, I've got a fifth scale motorbike behind me. K-pop, you got to try this out, man. I will bring this out the next time we get together, and you can have many a rip with it because it's hilariously fun. I think you would really like it. So yeah, we'll do that. Hang out, have some cheers for beers. My Baja is in the other room, which is hard to get to. Okay, F1 time. And then we're going to call this one. So we've got 4 minutes of F1 talk. This week is Hungaroring in Hungary. Clever name. Danny Rick is back in a car. I'm so stoked. All he has to do is get that car into the points. 10th, and I think he's absolutely happy. You can have one rip for 9 minutes. No, he can. I have 4 batteries. He can have 4 rips for 9 minutes each. And I'll film him doing it. And I'll title the video like, Noob Breaks My Pro Moto, and then my face, and everybody will watch it. It'll be a huge video. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight and keeping me entertained. And hopefully I've entertained you all. We can all rip some dank nooners together. Yes. Formula, if Danny Rick finishes top 10, perfect. Yeah, if he outpaces Yuki, even better. It would be great to see. 100% bet he'll outqualify Perez. Ooh. Checo needs to have a good race. Yeah, if Ricciardo scores points, Perez exit. I think they've got him under contract for another year, though. Although Red Bull's got money, so they probably could just pass him. Just be like, bye. Yeah, definitely hit the like button, faux show, if you haven't already, please and thank you. You feel bad, Chris, for Nick? I don't feel bad for him. He's not a rookie. Like, I mean, he's a rookie to Formula One, but he's not young. He's like 28. He had his shot, and unfortunately he didn't make it. Same thing with, like, Latifi, who's now going back to school to get his MBA. I think he's done with racing for a while. It happens, right? Like, when you think about it, these are the top 20 drivers in the world in terms of Formula One and racing at that level. And if you cannot cut it, if you can't hack it, there's somebody else that's better than you behind you, you're going to get cut. That's all that's going to happen. Captain Insano shows no mercy. Thank you very much. What the hell? I thought Drake was supposed to be here. No, we were supposed to get Randall on the show, but unfortunately we're out of time. So we're not going to be able to get to Randall tonight. Maybe next week. You and Ricardo share a nose. Interesting. All right. Yeah. That's like that comment that Josh got 2 weeks ago. I don't really like your videos, but I have a question for you. I need your help. I'm going to insult you a little bit, but, you know, all good. Thanks for keeping Livestream Takeover going. Hey, that's the whole thing here. We're keeping it going. It's never going to stop. Driver without a ride is still a rich guy, so no feeling sorry there. In most cases nowadays they do have to be quite wealthy in order to get to the state that they're in. It's not a cheap sport, and you got to spend a lot of weekends away. And especially like if you're Canadian, you basically have to live in Europe for the entirety of your life in order to actually get the karting in at the right level with the right kind of competition. It just doesn't exist in Canada or America. Thomas Bialzik, thank you very much. Marshmallow is next week. Is that a guy, a DJ? Is he Canadian too? I know that other guy is with the Nyan Cat Ferrari. Is that guy's name? Or your dad can buy you a seat. Yeah, but you still have to be good. Like, that's the thing. Like, Lance Stroll, despite not being probably the best driver on the grid, is certainly better than some of the other ones that are there, or were there anyway. Like, he was better than De Vries, that's for sure. He had a better car, but he was also doing better. Poor Lance having to tough it out in Europe. Diplo, no, not Diplo. Who's the other guy? You know, he wears the mouse, dead mouse. That's right. Thank you, David. Reckless Remote Control, Matt, you rule from Alberta. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate everybody watching. And I think it is 10:15, so we are going to end this one. I have some people to thank. RC Underdog, thank you very much. Chris Maxwell. Gunner, my meat is really hotness, and thank you. Cable Tie. John Roberts 1.6 RC. Flappy Jesus. Perry G. Captain Insano shows no mercy. I missed your first one. I apologize. Thank you very much. Matt, are you taking over Friday Night Live too? Oh my gosh. Yes, because he's going to be at Axial Fest. I am totally going to do something on Friday night. I've also got live stream, or not live stream. This is live stream takeover. I've also got, I'm hip. I'm with it. I've got, what's that other show? What's on the Bench Weekly? That's coming out tomorrow, and there might be another video tomorrow as well. And Thomas Bialzik, thank you very much, everyone. It's been a real pleasure. I love you all, and see you on the next one. Love you, bye.